Online 24/7. TAG Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurex BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.
Seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my God. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. Together. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. Oh, he will be my God. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way. Listen, by a roadway in the wilderness, he'll lead me. Rivers in the desert, rivers in the desert will I see. Heaven and earth will fade, but his word will still remain, and he will do something new today. Oh, God, make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He'll make a way. Might be here tonight. You may think God has forgotten you about your situation, but he hasn't. The Bible says that we are inscribed on the palm of his hand. And heaven and earth may pass away, but his word will remain forever. And he can do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that we could ever ask or think tonight. Amen. Let's sing it. Oh, God, make a way. Yes, he will. Where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of Family Values, coming all the way to you from TAG radio station in Excess. I remain your hostess, Charlotte Adeniregun. Thank you for tuning in. I hope we'll have a good time together today. Without much ado, let's get on with what we have for the day. Last week we were talking about navigating intercultural marriages, and it was an eye-opener. We were able to empower ourselves and learn more. And we were able to know that intercultural marriages are doable, are workable, if only we are ready to give what it takes. There is no marriage that does not involve sacrifice. There's no marriage that does not come with a price. The moment you pay the sacrifice, or the moment you make up your mind to, to pay the price, then that marriage becomes a huge success. So we're able to look at the meaning of intercultural marriage. We're able to look at some challenges and rewards of intercultural marriage. We're able to look at some true life stories using myself and some other people. And then we're able to look at the role of effective communication in intercultural marriage. And what struck me was that research said that most separations and divorce was more common with intercultural marriages than non-intercultural marriages. And I challenge each and every one of us to say that there's no perfect marriage anywhere, but the moment you do what you have to do, then it can be a success. So intercultural or cultural can be liable to divorce or separation if we do not do what it takes. So the moment both of us are committed to it, then we can be sure that we are going to have a good marriage. And you entering any form of marriage, you didn't enter just to take advantage of the marriage or just to see how it is and then jump out. You actually went into a marriage to remain there, to build it, to enjoy it, and to live and let it outlive you. That is what we went in for marriage for. So we must make sure we actualize that aim. And I said the man recently just celebrated 72 years in marriage in America. That person can be you, that person can be me, if only we are ready to give it what it takes. And I pray for each and every one of us that will give our marriages what it takes, so that we can celebrate our 70th in marriage, 80th in marriage, 90th in marriage, and even beyond. So shall it be by the special grace of God. God bless you. Today, by the grace of God, we are going to be building on that foundation. And we are going to be looking at the role of extended family in African culture in marriages, the role of extended families in African culture or in marriages. That's what we are going to be talking about today. So we are going to be looking at what it means, ways to exploit, so as to maintain strong family ties with extended family members in diaspora. We are going to be looking at that. We are going to be looking at some families who have overcome the challenges of distance. We'll also look at some true life stories. We are going to be looking at some quotes, and we are going to be looking at the benefits and the benefits of extended family involvement in marriages. We are going to be talking about that today. So let's get on. By way of answers, extended family. What is extended family involvement in African cultures? How can we understand it? And what is an extended family? Let's try and define it so that we'll be able to understand as we go on. We'll be able to, follow systematically. Extended family is that family that extends beyond the nuclear family. And we know the nuclear family is made up of father, mother, and children. And those children can be adopted children or foster children, as the case may be. So anything beyond that nuclear family becomes extended family. So if we are talking about extended family, it therefore includes grandparents. It includes aunties, uncles, cousins, nephews, nieces, as the case may be, relatives, anyone related to you. They become extended family, which means anything apart from your nuclear family can be termed as extended family. So the role of extended family in African culture cannot be underestimated. It is very vital, we shall see. Their influence can either be positive or negative. It depends on you. What effect, what influence do you want the extended family to have on you, on your home, on your marriage? If you want them to have a positive effect, they will have a positive influence, they will have positive influence. If you want them to have a negative influence, they will have a negative influence. It depends on how you present your marriage, you present your home. So I pray we would present our home appropriately. So once again, as the saying goes, as you lay your bed, so you shall lie on it. As you present your family, so they shall take it with you. So very important. We shall be talking more of the positives. Now, the role of family involvement in your marriage or in African culture, as the case may be. I have some points here. I said, one, it can be very supportive, which is true. Extended family can be supportive. In what aspect? Financially, they can be supportive. Peradventure, you want to go into a project and you don't have enough money, or you don't have the technical know-how. Imagine if your siblings, your extended family, maybe you want to buy a piece of land and you need a lawyer to help you write the papers, or you need advice, and you have such people in your family. That saves you a lot money. That will help you in what you are trying to do. So extended family can be very supportive economically. They can be very supportive emotionally. When you are passing through hard times, you are passing through tough times, they are there. You are being tearful, you lost your job or whatever, they are there to support you. They are there to help you. They are there to make sure that you evolve through that negative emotional state into a better state of stability. So it's very important. Extended family can really be of great support. They can help you have sense of belonging and identity, which is very true. Extended family can help you have sense of belonging or identity. When I was, thinking about it, imagine, your extended family, your family name, For instance, maybe you belong to the wealthy class and the rest. Just mentioning that wealthy class can open doors for you rather than using maybe your own personal name. So it helps you have sense of belonging and identity, which is good. And it should be for mutual benefit. Both parties, nuclear family, extended family, the relationship between both should be for mutual benefit. It should not be one-sided. When it is one-sided, very soon it will crash. Very soon it will crumble. So it should be for mutual benefit. Everything is not about money. You may be the one providing the finance. They may be the one providing the connection, the information needed, the leeway, the help you need in terms of maybe children not bringing or child minding and the rest. Yes. So it should be mutually beneficial. And again, I want to say, if you want to call in, please feel free to call in to make constructive suggestion, contribution, or ask questions. And the number to call is 07920026407. 07920026406. You can call any of these numbers. And then let's remember we are on all social media too. Very important. We're on social media. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. So you can go to any of these places. Just type in tag Radio 1 and we'll flag up and listen to the different programs on that platform. And then encourage people to please subscribe, to share, and to comment. Very important. Subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you. So another benefit we can get from extended family involvement in our marriage can also be for the purpose of to promote social well-being. Very important, to promote social well-being. How? Maybe for the purpose of welfare. Very important, for the purpose of welfare, making sure that the core family is okay in terms of able to meet their physical needs, their spiritual needs, their financial needs, their all the needs that they need. So, extended family can help you to actualize that. So socially, yes, they can join you to go on holidays. They can join you to go to parties. In fact, when you are planning any party, the first people you extend the invitation to are mainly your extended family. After that, before you now go into your circle of friends and others. So very important. So they are there. You can go on holiday with your social extended family. You can go on holiday like with your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your siblings, your uncles, aunties, depending. Sometimes you can organize party and say, okay, we just want family reunion. We just want to meet every member of the family. And it's very good so that you won't have situations. There was a time we were having a case study where a brother actually proposed to the cousin, cousins propose to themselves, and in their culture is not something that is approved. Why? Because they did not get to know themselves while they were growing up, and these people met themselves in the university, and they thought, okay, they could come together as husband and wife, only to find out that they were related. But if they were having this type of family bonding, family social gathering and the rest, they would have long known that they are cousins, and they wouldn't have go beyond the boundary of wanting to now get married. So social for benefit, for stability, it helps the family to be stable. In what way? For instance, you are having children, you have a young family that you are just bringing up and everything. You are working, your wife is working, your children are there, they don't have anybody to help you. You have all over the place because it is just too much on you and your wife. You can bring in an extended family member to come and help take care of your children and the rest, and you find out that the home becomes stable. You become stable too in your work, even in your home. You are able to think better, you are able to settle and the rest. So it can be for stability purposes, it can be for safety of your children. You have somebody to help you oversee the care of your children. Some of us have vulnerable adults, like vulnerable parents that are old and everything, and then you want to give your children to them to help them meet some of their needs, daily needs as the case may be. Help them with house chores as the case may be, help them do their shopping. So these are ways that extended family can be beneficial. So you find out that extended family can be beneficial to core family, and core family can be beneficial to extended family. Very important. So I remember many years ago, my mom, because we were all like adult now, getting married, working elsewhere and everything, she was not alone because my dad had long passed away. She was all by herself and she was becoming very lonely and the rest. So my senior brother sent the daughter there to be living with her, and the daughter was taking care of her, cooking, doing the washing for her and the rest, and that was a big relief for her. So these are ways that extended family can be beneficial to us or we beneficial to them. Very important. So safety is one of the benefits we can get from extended family involvement. What about religious? There can also be religious benefits, because our parents, they have their faith and everything. They want to preserve and protect their faith. So they can be, because they are not working, they are not maybe pensioners and the rest, they have the time to read more, study more about the faith, and they are able to teach the children, they are able to teach the grandchildren, they are able to teach them how to pray together, they are able to teach them how to study, they are able to teach them how to fast, as the case may be. Very important. You can teach them, other principles, how to be confident, how to speak and the rest, how to learn their language. These are benefits you can get from extended family involvement. They can help you with parenting. You are not there, you need somebody with your child care needs. They can be there to meet that need for you, as the case may be. So the benefits of extended family is inexhaustible, and it can vary depending on your background, it can vary depending on, but the main thing is you must know when to engage the benefits you want, and then you must be able to set up boundaries. You have called them in to help you preserve, to help you stabilize your family, but not to do the contrary, not to pull it apart, not to scatter it. So you must be up and doing, must be up on the game. You must know what you are doing so that the benefits will be what you will reap and not the disadvantages. We'll see some of the disadvantages later, as I said before. So let's just go into maintaining strong ties. Let's go into maintaining strong ties. Strong family ties. How do we maintain strong family ties? How? Or what are the ways that family ties can be maintained? Strong family ties, how can we maintain it? One is by effective communication. You must engage in effective communication. Very important. Engage effective communication. How do you engage in effective communication? You must learn how to speak at the right time, right place. Very important. And you must be able to understand the person you want to speak to, that the person is able to understand. For instance, if you are speaking Queen's English to somebody that is not even literate, then communication is not going to be effective. Communication will not be accomplished. Will not be accomplished. So you must speak in the way that you want your receiver to understand, to comprehend. Very important. That's very important. Okay, let's make some progress. So, you must be able to attend. You must be able to attend to their needs. If somebody comes to you and tell you, this is what I need, I've spoken to you in the language of you understand, and this person needs help, you must be able to attend. If you're not able to attend, you must be able to refer. You must be able to redirect the person appropriately. So you must have attending skills, very important. Attending skills to attend to their needs, very important. You must be a good listener. Only just talking, no. You must be able to listen, to understand, to comprehend, and to respond appropriately, very important. You must be proactive. You must think ahead. You must be able to anticipate situations, very important. So effective communication will help to maintain strong family ties. Another thing that can help to maintain strong family ties is spending quality time together. Core family with extended family is important from time to time. It doesn't have to be on daily basis or weekly basis. No, from time to time, as it is, as it is applicable, as it is applicable. Spending quality time together as applicable. It will help you to know each other. It will help you to know your strengths and weaknesses. It will help you to share if you want to share. It will help you to have time to talk. Can also have time to eat together. Very important. And spending quality time together can help you to plan activities together, which is important. Like you want to cook. Like the mother-in-law may want to teach her daughter-in-laws how to cook. So, very important. So, spending quality time together is very important. The mother-in-law may want to teach, may want to train the children, the daughter-in-laws, the grandchildren. Very important. They may, they want to play games together. That will help them to bond together. They want to go on holidays together, which is good. They want, they want to teach their children how to be good home keepers, so that when they marry tomorrow or they go far tomorrow, they'll be able to, maintain that culture of being a good home keeper. So very important, spending quality time together. You plan activities together. Another thing that can help to maintain strong family ties is generosity, to be generous. You must be a giver and not just a receiver all the time. You must be a giver. You must be generous. There's no relationship that can stand the test of time if there's no giving and receiving. There's always giving and receiving. And when you talk about giving and receiving, people just think it's only money. It may not just only be money. There are so many other things, like somebody coming to help you take care of your children, helping you to mind your children, you are not paying them. So you can see that it's not only money. So there are so many things we can do that can stand in the form of giving or receiving, as the case may be. And then you must have an appreciative heart. Be thankful, very important. You need somebody to come and do something for you because it's a member of your extended family. You want to take the person for granted. No, you must have a thankful heart and be appreciative, very important. Be sensitive, very important. You must be able to celebrate successes too. Your brother's wife, your sister's wife, or your sister's daughter, or your grandchild has just, passed or done something good. You must be able to join them and celebrate sincerely. Appreciate God for their life. Appreciate them for the good work. Very important. A thankful man is always, somebody that wants more to be done for him or her. So let's cultivate the culture of being appreciative and thankful. Then take responsibility, very important. You must be able to take responsibility and be accountable. Take responsibility for your actions. If you make a mistake, you should be able to own up and say, oh, I did it, I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional, than to say, I don't know, that is not good. So we must be able to take responsibility, we must be accountable. We must share opportunities and information with other people. You have just come across an opportunity or an information that can better the extended family or your nuclear family. You must be able to share. You must be able to share with people, very important. Something can come up and I'm not able to engage myself in it, but it can benefit somebody that I know in my extended family. Why not share it with him or her? His success is also my success. His celebration is my celebration. We must be able to empower each other. We must be able to support each other. Very important. The next one is be a role model. Be a role model. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Very important. Have an exemplary character. Exemplary character, very important. Share family history. A lot of this extended family, especially grandparents, they love sharing their family history. Let your children exploit those history. Very important. Share family history, family values, family beliefs with your children, with your grandchildren, and let it pass on from generation to generation so that your values and beliefs will not just die or your history will not die. Then it's good to maintain good contact. Don't say because you're in the UK, it's over between you and your extended family, maybe back home in Africa. No, it shouldn't be like that. We must be able to do what? Maintain good contact. Very important. With friends, with well-wishers, with community. Very important. When you share this type of contact with your children, when you are no more there, your children are in the known and they will be able to follow suit. They will be able to follow up and pass it to the next generation. So it's very good that we maintain good contact. Talk to your children about the contacts. Let them know, these are the friends of the family, these are the well-wishers of the family, this is what we do in our community, these are our beliefs, these are our values and the rest. So when your children know, your grandchildren know, they're able to pass it on to their children's children. So that's how it should be. Then record, sometimes you need to record or document where necessary. Very important. Record and document where necessary. It's part of maintaining strong family ties. Must be able to record and document where necessary. For instance, you have properties, there's no record, nothing. It's just going to die with you. But if you have it in record form, well documented, your children will be able to follow up, your children will be able to inherit it, your children will be able to make fortune from it. So it's good to record and document where necessary. If you have loans, let them know where you have loans or who is owing you. Either way, either you are owing or they are owing you, let your children know so that if you pass on accidentally, they will be able to trace or follow up on those loans. Will, let them know your will. Who have you written it with? Who is with your will? It helps to, So record and document, very important. Assets, your assets. Where are your assets? What do you have? And the rest, very important. When you have things like that, it will help. I remember somebody recently was sharing with me in my place of work. She said she wants to go on holidays. I said, yeah, why not? She said, but she doesn't know where to go to. So I said, why don't you know where to go to? Ask your children, because mine, they help me a lot. Yes, this is computer age and the rest. Some of us were not privileged to go to school many years ago with the type of assorted technology the children are using now. So most of us are disadvantaged in that area. I presume this woman belonged to that class too. And so she said she didn't know what to do and the rest. So I said, tell your children, they can help you. And she said she doesn't have any children yet, that are children back home in Africa. So I said, okay, I can connect you with somebody that can help you then. She said, okay. So I said, have you not been on holiday before? I said, no, really. She wants to go on holidays, real holiday, far, not just local. So I said, okay, So she now told me, she said, do you know why I want to go on holiday now? I said, no. She said, because one of my friends died during COVID time, and they found over 80,000 in her account. This lady was working around the clock. She was not eating good food. She was never going on any holiday. And now she died. Nobody expects death. Unexpectedly. And that money was not accessible. So she wants to, at least enjoy part of our money before anything happens. So I said, oh, that's good thinking. Why not? You are the one working, you should be able to give yourself rest, you should be able to go on holiday, you should be able to enjoy yourself. The same way, you know. So it's good as a family, go on holiday together, enjoy yourself, very important. So if you have assets, let people know about those assets. I'm not saying take a bell and go all over the place and now say, no, there must be trustworthy people, both in the nuclear family and extended family, that you can confide in and say, this is where I have my assets, this is where I have my assets. In case of anything, then they can assess it, and it can be a benefit to your children and your children's children. Very important. So these are some of the ways we can maintain strong family ties. Like I said before, the list is inexhaustible. Yeah, I'm just giving these tips. You can have more as it applies to you. Very important. Now let us quickly look at some quotes. Let's look at some quotes about extended family. The first one I have here says, family extends far beyond one household, which is true. If you think your family is just you, your wife, and your children, no, you deceive yourself. That's not true. Because there are some situations that will come and they will really shake you, that only you, your wife, and your children will not be able to surmount. You need external forces. You need external help. And that external help can only come mainly from extended family. For instance, if I say, no, I don't want my extended family, I want to go to a lawyer to go and do it, it's going to cost me a fortune. And peradventure, a member of my extended family would have just been able to give me that information for no cost at all. FOC, free of charge. So that is why we must maintain good extended family relationship. Very important. Very important. So, family goes beyond just your household. It involves your extended family. Embrace them. They have a lot to give to you. The next one says, the further you extend family togetherness, the stronger the entity becomes, which is true. The earlier you realize that, oh, my family tree is not just me, my wife, and my children. It involves that my uncle, that my grandparents, that my brother, that my sister, that my sibling, that my cousin, that my nephew, that my niece, like that. The umbrella becomes wider and wider and bigger, and that's how you become more strengthened. You may be the doctor in the family, bravo. Somebody else will be the teacher. Somebody else will be the lawyer. Somebody else will be the nurse. Somebody else will be the accountant. Somebody else will be the banker. Somebody else will be the builder. Somebody else will be the architect. Look at how beautiful. Somebody else will be the carer, the cleaner. We are all important in our own field. Very important. Somebody else will be the driver. So let's embrace one another. Let's embrace one another, and God will help us as we do so. And as we embrace one another, the stronger we become. The next one says, family is where life begins, which is true. You are born into a family. So that's where life begins. And love never ends. So no matter the distance, family is family. Like me, I'm in UK by the grace of God. I have family all over. I have family back home in Africa. I have family in Edinburgh. I have family in Italy. I have family in Dubai. I have family in America. I have family in Czech Republic. So distance shouldn't be barrier. We still have our monthly meetings every month. Once every Sunday in a month, we have family meeting. Everybody connects. Thank God for social media. Thank God for Zoom. Everybody connects. And then we have meeting and we discuss issues, that affect us. Issues of progress, issues of concern, issues of celebration, issues of success, we discuss anything we want to discuss, and then we pray. So it shouldn't be a barrier. Distance shouldn't be a barrier now. Maybe in the older days, yes, but now distance should not be a barrier, and that's why people are really migrating, and shouldn't be a problem at all. There is no one in the world more equipped and prepared to help you thrive and fulfilled than your family, which is true. No matter how it is, they will be the one. They will correct you. They will smack you. They will cover your shame. They will encourage you. They will support you because you are a member of their family. Your success is their success. So they want you to succeed. Other people may not want you to succeed because nobody wants somebody else to be better than them. That is the truth. But your own core family, your own nuclear extended family will want your progress because you progressing is also to their own advantage. So he says there is no one in the world more equipped and prepared to help you thrive and fulfilled than your family. So let this always be at the back of your mind that, oh, this is my extended family are the only people that can equip and prepare me for my life's journey. And as I make it, I should not also forget them. I should be able to appreciate them and know that, yes, they have been there for me. God will help us. So I've been able to talk to us about how to maintain strong family ties. I've been able to give some quotes about extended family involvement. I've been able to tell us how to explore family involvement in our marriages and the rest. I've been able to give you some personal experiences, So let's look at some disadvantages quickly. In talking about extended family involvement. We've enumerated a lot of advantages, which is good, but be that as it may, there are some disadvantages. That's why I said earlier, you must set boundaries. You must be proactive. You must be sensitive. You must be vigilant. You must be able to see. You must be able to discern. If not, some extended family involvement can crumble the marriage. Some can frustrate you. So I just have these few disadvantages. As I said before, advantages cannot, they are innumerable. They are a lot. The same way the disadvantages are so many. But you must use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to exploit the benefits and reduce the disadvantages. You may not be able to remove it completely, but you can reduce it to the barest minimum. Now, what is the first disadvantage? Extended family involvement can be a source of distraction. A source of distraction, a source of stress, and a source of tension in the home, which is true. If you don't curb them, if you don't check them, if you don't know what you want, then they are going to distract you. For instance, you may say, okay, I want to relocate to maybe an African country, Morocco. Oh, what are you going to Morocco to do? There is nothing good in Morocco. Why don't you go to London? But that's not your conviction. But you've just allowed them to distract you, and they'll distract you. And then when you come to London, you start to struggle, you start to blame everybody. Why? Because you were not sensitive. You didn't know what you wanted. So they can be a source of distraction. And that can lead to stress. That can lead to tension. Or they can, sow seed of discord in your heart. And then you start to fight with your wife. Instead of saying, my wife, why is it like this? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. In love, you want to be, I don't want to use the word arrogant. You want to fight her. You want to discourage her. You want to pull her down. And she wants to resist and say, no, you are the man here. I'm the woman. You cannot subdue me. You cannot make me, of no importance in this home. And then there will be problem. There will be fracas in the home. There will be tension in the home. So as I said before, be careful as a man or as a woman to build your home. It is your home. Such things can lead to depression. Of course, it can lead to depression, can lead to withdrawal symptoms, can lead to suicidal tendencies, where the man will just say, you know what, I just want to end it. Enough of all this. My wife and my mother, they are not getting along. I'm tired. Every day there's problem. I'm just tired. So you must make sure that your home situation never gets to that point where you start thinking of such evil. God will help us. Another disadvantage, you can become very dependent. It can become very dependent. They can become very dependent on you. They are looking up to you to pay their house rent, to feed them, to sponsor their children to school, to do this, to do that. So many. And you just have one stream of income, of two streams of income. The money you are supposed to use to pay your house rent, they will expect you to send it to them. You don't do that. So you must be able to live a balanced life. Very important. they are dependent on you must have a level and must be, within your capacity, within your affordability. You must be wise in what you are doing. I'm not saying your extended family, you shouldn't help them. Of course, you should help them. But to what level? How? Where? Who? Very important. Some extended family can be very self-centered. You have to be wise. Some of them can be wicked. All their planning is just to pull down your home. You must be wise. Very important. Some extended family can be very manipulative and inconsiderate. Want to manipulate you. Last month you gave me this. Why are you giving me this? Why this? You must be able to know where to draw their curtain. Very important. You must be able to know where to start and where to stop. Very important. I'm not here to tell you give them this or don't give them this, but is it good to give them? Yes. But what you give them, how you give them, when you give them is left to you to decide. But it must never be to the detriment of your nuclear family. Very important. Some extended family have this entitlement belief. It's an entitlement. Now we train them. Because now we train them, must do for us first. No. So you must be very careful what you do. Some of them want to possess you. It's our son. Don't tell us what to do to him. It's our son, it's our daughter. We have the final say. No. That's why last time I said, husband and wife, you must come to a common ground. You must agree together what to do, how to do it, and everything. Then your home will be intact. And I pray that your home will be intact by God's grace. Some extended family, all they want to do is just to cause chaos. They want to come to your house and be shouting. They want to come and knock on the door. They want to come and pull down the roof. You must be able to tell them, no, not here, please. As a man, you must be able to take your place. Their expectations sometimes can be very high. They want to push you to do this, but no support. So you must be able to align what you want to do with your affordability, with the right timing and everything. Very important. They want you to go and have PhD because everybody has PhD. It's fine, but can you afford it at that time? Is this a necessity? What benefit will it add to you and the family? All these things, consider them before you launch out. Very important. Some of them have wild accusations, and then they can be very assuming. Wild accusation and very assuming. I remember there was a friend one time, she told me that, do you know that people can lie on you? I said, I don't understand. What do you mean? Said my brother-in-law went to tell my husband that I have a land in Nigeria and I've even finished the building. They are now looking for tenants to put. I said, is it true? She said, no. That the house they are talking about is for her younger brother that is a banker, and that she has not even 1p in that house, in that property. And look at her, they just turned everything against her that she owns the house. Wild accusation that has no basis, and is so wild. Imagine, you almost crumbled that marriage, if not the grace of God. So we must be very careful. Some extended family members are just what? Speculators. All they do is to be speculating. This, that. Instead of spending their time on things that are productive, they are just there babbling and going about sowing this called backstabbing. We must be careful of such. Very important. And extended family members want to invade your privacy. They want to invade your privacy anytime. You must be able to know when they are welcomed and when they are not welcomed. It's important. Do not lose your privacy just because of extended family involvement. Some of them can be very they are very good critics. They keep criticizing. Nothing ever good. You cook soup, it's not good. You cook rice, it's not good. You do this, it's not. You wear a dress, it's not good. You buy a car, it's not good. Nothing is good before them, as long as it is you that is doing it. So you must be able to. That's why I say be sensitive, be proactive, know what you want to do and how to do it, so that when all these things are happening, you are able to design and say, this one is a criticism, negative criticism. If they come with constructive criticism, yes, it's good, constructive, they want to add value. But if it's destructive, then you discard it and move on. Sometimes they want to disagree with you concerning your children upbringing and strategies. You know, like for instance, you relocated from Africa to this country, and you know that spanking a child is not very good. It's not a welcome thing in this environment. They'll come and they encourage you. This one, you are not spanking them. That is why you are not spanking. They don't understand. So you must be able to educate them. You must be able to let them know that, please, this is what we do here. I've seen children that were never smacked and they became very responsible. And I've seen some, they smacked them with wounds all over them. They did not amount to anything. So it's not about smacking them. No. We must be able to imbibe the right values into our children. We must be able to have proper corrective measures to correct them. It's not just smacking. You can take away their, some of their pleasures. You can talk to them. You can negotiate. There are different ways of correcting a child. When I was talking about discipline last time, I talked about discipline. I talked about preventive discipline, supportive discipline, and corrective discipline. So all these are very important if we engage them. God will help us by the grace of God. I think the time is really overdue now. In conclusion, who is influencing you? Is a person influencing you positively or negatively? That is a food for thought. Think about it. You have your home to build. If they scatter your home is scattered. Theirs is still intact. Don't allow anybody to scatter your home. Be wise. Be cautious of everything you do. The extended family is important, but be careful and set boundaries. I said it before, set boundaries. It must be mutually beneficial. Must be mutually beneficial. Do not let your nuclear family down so that extended family will not be a pest. When you're always going to the extended family to report your wife, your husband, or as the case may be, they will not come, and if you think they want to come and help you build, but their motive may not be for good. That is why you need to be wise. I'm not saying don't seek counsel, don't seek help. You can seek help, you can seek counsel from your parents, from grandparents, and the rest, uncles and aunties, yes. But do it to the benefit of your nuclear family, so that at the end, you and I will be able to, erase that research that says intercultural marriages are what? More prone to divorce and separation, even when they are not intercultural. Your home must stand, my home must stand. That is what I want to leave us with. And for my home to stand or your home to stand, I need to do the work. You will do the work, I will do the work. And together we shall celebrate our homes by the special grace of God. Thank you for listening today. This is where I draw the curtain. The Lord will bless you. The Lord will keep you. The Lord will cause his face to shine upon you. Until I come your way again, I remain your hostess, Charlotte Adeniregun. Stay blessed. God bless you. I want to appreciate the production crew. I want to appreciate our counselor. Thank you so much for all the work you are doing behind the scene. The Lord will bless you real good. Until I come your way again. Bye, everyone. Bye.